What's up guys, iDevice Help here, and today in this video I have the battle between Apple's brand new iPhone 6s versus the old iPhone 6. Now, is it enough for a user to upgrade from the 6 to the 6s? Are the features enough? Is the speed enough for you to be able to want to upgrade? Well, we're going to find that out today. First, we're going to start out with a boot up test at a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now both devices are running the latest version of iOS 9. Alright, so it looks like the 6s came in a bit faster. Right now, the iPhone 6 is still booting up. Again, both devices running iOS 9, the latest version as of right now. So there comes the iPhone 6. So now I'm just quickly going to start launching applications like you normally would. See which one launches faster. Alright, so that's about the same. Alright, so it looks like the iPhone 6s is slightly faster at launching applications. Nothing too dramatic on speed difference there. Alright, so now I got the Geekbench application running on both devices to measure the actual performance of the CPU on both. As you can see here, this is an iPhone 6 running iOS 9.0.1, and over here the 6s running 9.0.1 as well. As you can tell right away, right there by the processor, the A9 chip on the right, the 8A chip on the left here, and the memory is considerably different as well. Let's go ahead and run a test. The iPhone 6s theoretically should beat the iPhone 6 at this performance test. And yes, that is absolutely the case. The iPhone 6s outperformed the iPhone 6 on this Geekbench right here with a single core score of 2564 and a multi-core score of 4462. It almost doubled the performance of the iPhone 6. I don't know if you guys can tell, the screen actually looks a little brighter on the 6s as well. So that's something also to note. And here are some of the other specs and information of the performance of this test. The iPhone 6s outperformed the iPhone 6 by twice the speed. Now, another one of Apple's claim is a second generation Touch ID sensor. The fingerprint scanner on the home button is supposed to be twice as fast on the 6s, and it is on the 6s Plus, the one I use for my daily driver. But on the 6 here, we have the first generation Touch ID, and we're supposed to have a second generation twice as fast on the 6s. So let's see if that is true. So I'm going to tap, both fingers are registered, and see which one goes out faster. Yep, absolutely looks like the 6s came in first there. Go ahead and do that again. So you can see there, the iPhone 6s even recognized the fingerprint immediately after I touched on the Touch ID. Barely had time to even touch it, and it was already logged in. So you can see there. And Apple's claim on Touch ID is definitely true. We have a twice as fast Touch ID on the 6s. If that's something that interests you, that is actual true. The iPhone 6s has double the speed with the Touch ID second generation. Now, Apple also claimed that the LTE speeds on the 6s should be twice as fast, depending on your network connection, of course. Both of these devices are running AT&T GSM here in the US. I don't normally do speed tests on networks because the possibility of the changes can vary so much. But I'm going to go ahead and run here a quick test on AT&T LTE on the 6s, and then I'll run the test on the iPhone 6 as well to see if there's any difference in the performance of the LTE. Alright, so on the iPhone 6s, we have 25, close to 26 megabytes down, and uploads we have 2.31. So let's go ahead and run the same test here on the iPhone 6. So the iPhone 6 actually outperformed the 6s on this network speed test. 32 download, and uploads is 10, close to 11. I'm going to go ahead and run one more test on the 6s and one more test on the 6 to see where we stand. Alright, so as we see here, the iPhone 6 this time lost. The download speeds on the 6s were faster, but the uploads were still stronger than the 6s. And this is why I don't typically do network tests, because the results can vary so much. But it doesn't appear to have a big impact, at least not from what the results of this test are, that the iPhone 6s can outperform the 6 on network speeds. Now, what are the things where you might want to take into consideration if you decide, or you're looking to upgrade? Shall you upgrade? The things you want to consider as physical changes is a 12 megapixel camera in comparison to an 8 megapixel camera. Now, on the 6S, you also have a stronger aluminum body, so it's a stronger device all around. You also have the 3D touch, of course, where you can go ahead and add shortcuts through your applications. All these features are not available on the 6 right now. And overall, both devices are great devices. They come in the same configurations, but of course, the new generation iPhone is a stronger, faster, more powerful device. Is it enough for you to upgrade to the latest if you have the iPhone 6? Well, that's for you to decide, and hopefully this video will help you make that decision. If you found this video at all helpful, don't forget to click that thumbs up button. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And if you have any questions, drop the comments down below. I'll try to answer your question as soon as I can. It's been iDevice. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.